Hi, my name is Lamar Mills, and today in my speech I'm going to be talking about overthinking. When it comes to overthinking, that is something that we all deal with as people. Every day, people think about different issues that they might not have any control over, which causes them to stress out. Which brings me to my first point. What is overthinking? To overthink is to entertain a thought where you then obsess over what it is that you're thinking about. Although overthinking is normal and is something that people experience every day, there are still side effects that can be detrimental to one's health. For example, one side effect can be unneeded stress. Stress can cause much harm to the body, such as headaches and lack of sleep. Why is this bad? When a person is not getting enough sleep, they can experience a lack of energy, which can then disrupt their day in many ways, causing them to be less attentive and less productive. Which brings me to my next point. What are some ways to deal with overthinking? One way is to stay busy. When it comes to staying busy, the reason that this is good for overthinking is because when you're constantly being active, you don't have enough time to think about other things. If you're going through an issue and you have no control over it, but you're finding yourself constantly thinking about it, going out for a run, reading a book, doing something that you just like doing on an everyday basis is a great way to keep yourself from entertaining thoughts and obsessing over thoughts and just causing yourself that unneeded stress. Another way to keep from being stressed out is to just understand that you can't control what it is you can't control. What this means is that even though you can find yourself thinking about a thought, if you have no control over the outcome, then there's no point in thinking about it. There's no point in entertaining a thought that one cannot control because that in itself is just going to bring more stress onto you. Lastly, what are some benefits to not overthinking? When someone is not overthinking, he or she may realize that they have a lot more energy as well as clarity of mind, thus them having a better day overall. Now, when it comes to not overthinking, you can find yourself being able to think more clearly, being able to focus more, being able to go out and do the things that you've always wanted to do without the thought of being stressed, without having to worry about thinking about a thought or obsessing over something that you can't control. That's why it's good to find things that can keep you from overthinking. For example, like I was talking about earlier, going out, doing, participating in a hobby that you like to do, whether it's riding a bike, whether it's reading a book, whether it's listening to music, doing things like this can keep you from overthinking. All of these things together can keep you from sitting in one spot and just entertaining what's going on in your head. When a person is sitting down and is not using their mind to figure something out, they pay more attention to their thoughts. So it's very important to keep your mind working, to keep your mind active, so that you're not having to deal with thoughts and are not looking into your thoughts too deeply, because that's when you find yourself overthinking. You find yourself thinking about something over and over again and over again until it makes sense to you. So with that in mind, you always want to find something to keep yourself from overthinking so that you can have a peace of mind, clarity of mind, and be able to focus. That brings me to my last topic, which is focus. When you're not overthinking, focus is a lot easier. If you have work to do, if you have assignments, if you have a job, as long as you're not overthinking, you will be able to focus and get things done a lot more efficiently. So, to keep in mind, always find something to do to keep yourself active, to keep your mind active, keep your mind working so that you can have a better overall productive day.